before I jump into this knowledge-packed video, I want to share a quick story of something that has actually inspired me to make this video. There is a man that said to me, because I was talking about something to do with women and men, and this man said that women nowadays think they control everything. Women are literally taking over everything. And for 1 second, I wanted to unleash my anger. And then I said, right now, women are finally finding their voices, and now it's a problem. Women for such a long time have been conditioned to think that their ideas, their knowledge is pointless in this world, that they need to sit behind closed doors, open their legs, give birth to children, clean the house, cook food, and that is where they're most valuable. Women have been told to actually act stupid in order for them to be more feminine. Okay, women in very big places are never recognized for such a very long time. For example, the BBC still underpays women. Like, we know the BBC is the biggest news or media platform that we ever know, but women are still underpaid compared to men, but they're still doing the same exact type of job. Okay, women are now finally finding their voices. Women are understanding that they are not dumb, that women have the power, that they can change a lot of things, that they are not stupid, that the knowledge, the little girl that was always said from a young age, I want to be a lawyer, and they told them, no, you can't be a lawyer. There is no man that you would ever want to marry a lady that is a lawyer. Now you can find households whereby a woman is a top earner compared to a man. If women are not standing up for their voices and they're not saying the things that they want to say, then those things would never ever happen. And he said this statement in regards to relationships. He said this statement in a way that he was saying that nowadays in relationships women ask for too much, and I'm like, why wouldn't they ask? For such a long time, little was given to them and then they were told to shut their mouths. But now women are understanding their voices, and it made me realize that this man is not alone. They are a cluster of friends. They are a group of friends that are having this same conversation and this same mindset. But as women in situations like that would definitely agree. You'd agree with this man and be like, you're actually right. Some women do that, but I'm not that kind of woman. Let me tell you something. Isolating one woman to validate you as being a woman, as being different from other women, doesn't make you any smarter. It doesn't make you any cleverer, okay? This is why in this very particular video, I am going to be sharing some books that can really help you as a woman to make you feel softer and nicer about yourself, and understanding that you deserve everything that comes to you. I used to think that because I was born in an African country, that this notion of women and how women were conditioned was just an African thing. But I got to realize when I moved to the UK that even the women here who lived in the 90s, not 90s, that's quite the 50s and 60s, they do still have that kind of mindset, and that is literally how they were also conditioned. So the thing about women has been such a very long time, to an extent that we still consider women pads like menstrual periods as a luxury good. But condoms are not. Condoms can be freely given to men for protection, but pads for bleeding women cannot be given. Do you understand what I'm trying to get to? Anyways, I don't want to get too political and too big, too feminine, in that kind of way. But I want to share some books that will literally soften yourself, that when you get in conversations like that, you'd understand that no, this is not the right way anybody should ever speak about me or about women. I was triggered. You can tell. I was really angry. But anyways, let us start with book number 1. Now, this very particular book, as you can see, I got it for £2 in a charity shop, because I'm all about, giving, and I support a lot of charities because I buy quite a lot of things from, charity shops and stuff like that. But I am going to say something to you here, and I'm going to hold your hand and we're going to say this together, okay? I do not owe anybody pretty. Whichever state I choose to show up will always be enough. Let's say this again. I do not owe anybody pretty. Whichever state I choose to show up in will always be enough. You are not here for anybody's consumption or amusement. You are not here for anybody's consumption or amusement, okay? This book is What a Time to Be Alone. And this is written by Chidera Eguere. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but I'm absolutely sorry about that. Now, this book is literally in multicolors. It is a very soft book to read. I highlighted so many things. What it teaches you to stand up as a woman. Let me tell you something. It says, stop waiting for people to give you permission to believe that you're amazing. Stop waiting for people to give you permission that you're amazing. You don't need to change. Just rearrange your priorities. You don't need to change, hon. Just rearrange your priorities. Hear that? Okay. Now, this book literally tells you about women empowerment, but empowering your mind so you can empower, the little girls around us and everybody else, even men. Some of them need empowerment because bullies are everywhere. It says that everything happened to you is for you. Life is one big cosmic mess, but everything you're going through is pushing you closer to the person you need to be. I cannot recommend this book any further than what I have said, but I would love if you can get this book. It says, if you feel weird of guilt, discomfort after sharing good news, you're sharing yourself with the wrong person. We're gonna say this again. If you feel weird or a bit guilty or discomfort after sharing good news, you're sharing yourself with the wrong person. If you share your good news with someone or something very beautiful and valuable about your own self, and you feel this guilt of, oh my God, I feel so insensitive, why did I share with them? You're sharing with the wrong person, because you should feel joyful and happy and excited when you share this news with someone. That is the right person. Girl, I could give the writer this a very big hug of this book and I'd be like, oh my God, finally I made it. Secondly, buy yourself the damn flowers. Now, I do not understand what kind of knowledge and gems are in this book, but this girl literally say to you, you don't have to wait for anybody to buy you the flowers. You can buy the flowers your damn self and you can still win. Don't wait around for when someone can validate you. You can validate yourself because you are a queen. And let me tell you something. Many people say that, oh, you go around telling women that they are queens, this and that. I'll tell you something. I'm what I say I am. I woke up today this morning. I said that is the girl. I'm being that woman. So let nobody tell you anything otherwise from what you can actually believe or say about yourself. Now, I am taking away this book because I love this book. She says here, she had to put the narcissist on a pedal, and this was reassuring for her self-worth. She had to put the narcissist on the table, and it was reassuring for her self-worth. She said, I'd never imagined I could attract someone so effortlessly cool and stylish. Women throw themselves at him, yet he chose me. Self-worth and low self-esteem. Thinking that he's the price and you're not the price at all. Okay. Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers is literally that book that you literally need. I have highlighted this book. I don't know how many times I can literally tell you. She says, we mistakenly accept others' definition of who we are. When your family reminds you that you're not living up to their expectations for you, it translates to low confidence in every other area of your life. 2. Consistently, you wake up every day living a watered down variation of yourself to make yourself more digestible, likable to others because of the perceptions you have internalized for yourself. How many times should I scream? Tam did a thing. I have a full video where I talked about Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers, so I'm not going to go in depth with this book, but this book has gems back to back. Another one says, every time you choose self-doubt over self-belief, judgment over acceptance, and shame over compassion, you lower your vibration, which affects the life you live. I'm going to have a full video where I better talk about quotes that I love that are very woman empowering and something like that. But this book, Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers, perfect. Women don't owe you pretty. Now, this book is by Florence Given, and you can see how old I have had this book for. Like, I have read this book, digested it. I was reading it at work, and everybody was passing by and saying, women don't owe you pity. Are you trying to be a feminist? And I was just looking at them. I was like, that was my face. Anyways, I'll tell you, this book, the pictures in this book are just very lovely in a way. They are just unapologetic. As you can see, hopefully my light doesn't fall down on me. They are very unapologetic and they make you feel good. It says, you find yourself saying, I'm not like the other girls. This is a statement I hate the most, when people say to guys, I am not like the other girls. Sweetheart, degrading other women to lift yourself up doesn't make you any different to those women you've just downgraded. You can't put other people down to bring yourself up. That is a wrong mindset, and that has to change. It says, think about what you're implying. The other girls are like. When you say this, if you are reinforcing stereotypes that women are bitchy or full of drama and that you are the exception, darling, you are not. I like that part. You are literally sat there bitching like the rest of us. Stereotypes sit at the bottom of the pyramid, that they feel the bigger problems at the top, such as gendered physical violence towards women. Don't perpetuate the cycle. Stop trying to please men by shaming other women. It's never worked. Stop trying to please men by shaming other women, and not to you, okay? You constantly find ways to tear down successful women. We truly despise people who remind us of the parts of ourselves we wish we were thriving in but aren't. Who the hell does she think she is? I don't like her. I can't put my finger on it. I just don't. She's so annoying. She's changed since she became successful. Be careful not to fall into the habit of tearing down other women to make yourself feel better. You just need to buy this book. It says, if we can learn to view other women as opportunities for inspiration and empowerment in our lives and realize that there is enough room for all of us to be happy, the relationships are bonds we form together will be, and bonds we form together will be unstoppable. I cannot add anything on top of that apart from what I said. Last book. Now, this book is not written by a woman, but the message in here is just so empowering. This book is by Kes Kenny. Now, I listened to the audiobook and I bought the book in a paper copy. That's why you see the paper copy looks pretty much a little bit new, because I didn't read the paper copy because I just wanted this gorgeousness, this loveliness to be in my, bookshelf, because I've got quite a big bookshelf. Okay, now let's read some of the things that I really did love within this book. Now, this is what the book says. It says, this is why 99% of cases are willing to dull their true selves and true desires, because we don't want to be called crazy, too much, or extra. Labels like that have become all too commonplace, liberally employed when judging and describing anyone who may think, speak, or act in ways that differ from the norm. The result? We all hold back. We keep our real self hidden, not letting in to evolve or blossom. And the most vibrant, creative, and playful among us, we hold back for too often, even if our weird energy does leak out from time to time, and that's a real shame. Who you are shouldn't be in a hiding place, but rather in a finding place. Who you are shouldn't be in a hiding place, but rather in a finding place. Take that note. Now, this book is just... it was giving course. It was just like, you can be loud, you can be vibrant, you can be yourself. Don't let people dim your light. And it's yellow. It literally tells you, do not let people dim your light. Yellow and pink together. These are the brightest colors you can ever find, okay? If you've got to this part of the video, these are 4 books I have mentioned, and I'm going to gift 4 of you one of these books. So which means that one of you will get What a Time to Be Bold, another one will get Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers, another one will get, Women Don't Owe You Pretty, another one will get That's So Bold of You. And literally, all you have to do is to leave down a comment. You need to share this video on your Instagram, tag me, and I'll choose you. But until next time, I remain Lucy A. Thank you so much for watching. Okay? Ciao, ciao. Bye.